The millions struggling with adult acne, for many, it has a massive impact on their self-esteem. Finding the cause can feel impossible. Presenter Riyadh Khalaf's been to meet the scientists on a mission to change their mind.
We all get the odd spot, but when those spots become more severe, it's known as acne.
Most of the time, acne appears in and around our teenage years and then will generally disappear completely. But the reality is, it can persist a lot longer than that.
I sometimes suffer from breakouts of acne on my back and face, but I'm just one of many, with 11.5% of UK adults suffering from acne. As a teenager, acne is often down to blocked pores that cause spots. But as we get older, it gets more complicated. Dr. Faisal Ali is a dermatologist.
The thing to bear in mind with so-called adult acne, it's a combination of lots of different conditions. So it may be what we regard as conventional teenage acne with your spots, your blackheads, your whiteheads. So it may be hormonal acne, it may be rosacea, it may be perioral dermatitis, it may be folliculitis. It's important to have them diagnosed because the treatments for each of them can be very different.
Sarah and Afia have both suffered from problem skin as adults, but their issues started at different ages.
I was in my early 30s. I had just given birth to my daughter and my skin, it was just really bad. Loads of spots all around, sort of like the jawline area. I thought, why am I getting bad skin now, considering I eat well, I exercise regularly, I drink lots of water. So could it be hormones? Could it be the fact that I'm breastfeeding? Could it be because I'm a personal trainer that I'm sweating lots?
My acne started around the time that you would say would be like typical hormonal acne period. Everyone else had the sort of odd few teenage spots. I also felt like I was the only one that was like going to the doctor for it. Everyone else could just go to the shop, whereas mine was like that one step further.
Both have tried multiple treatments, but have struggled to find something that works long term.
The list is endless. Like, I've done every pill that you can possibly take and I'm not seeing any progress.
Can you guesstimate what you might have spent?
Hundreds and thousands, I would say.
Thousands?
Yeah, a lot.
And it's still
And
a
it's
thing?
still a thing.
Currently, NHS treatment focuses on treating the acne with creams or medication like antibiotics or oral vitamin A. But as adult acne is often complex, a new approach might help sufferers discover what's causing their spots. Nicola Kingswell is from the York-based organisation LabSkin. It's been researching how the microbiome of our skin affects conditions like acne.
So we're all kind of aware of the gut microbiome and how we need to look after the microbes that live in our gut to live a healthy lifestyle, but we have microbes that live on the surface of our skin.
We're not talking about bugs crawling around, we're like ticks and stuff, they're bacteria.
Yeah, bacteria, viruses, fungi, but they all work as a community to keep your skin nice and healthy.
So you want certain ones?
You do, and you want a lovely balance of those microbes that are present. And when we get acne, what tends to happen is one of those bacteria kind of takes over, and that's why we get the presence of spots on the surface. When people have acne or spots, they tend to want to wash those microbes away, but that's the worst thing you can do because that drives your skin microbiome to overgrow.
Research around the skin's microbiome is still in relatively early stages. But for people like Sarah and Afia who've been searching for an effective treatment, it might offer an insight into what is causing their problem skin. And that is why they're heading into the lab.
So we collected your microbiome just a few days ago, so we could have a look at your whole microbiome community.
Afia's results are up first.
So you have quite a concentration of acne-causing bacteria in your microbiome.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
So an imbalance in the levels of bacteria on Afia's skin could be what's causing her problems. With these results, Nicola has been able to test which skin products might be most effective for her.
This is an over-the-counter acne treatment here.
Should I be using that every day?
I would use that as part of your daily skincare routine. It's very effective against your acne.
That one I've actually used before. So that's the thing when you have acne, you try some and then you think it's working and then it stops, then you move over just to keep that sort of consistency.
But for Sarah, it's a different story.
In fact, for Sarah, we see a completely different level.
Wow,
There's no acne there.
interesting.
There's a small amount, but we would expect even in somebody with normal, balanced, healthy microbiome that there is acne bacteria.
So everyone has some form
Yes,
of acne
yeah.
bacteria?
Yeah.
Sarah's results show that her skin problems aren't actually because of acne-causing bacteria.
So this is really interesting. It makes me feel that the plot has thickened. What is causing my skin to react? Is it hormones? Is it gut health? Is it products?
It's likely to be a combination of all of those things. It's really, you ruled out something. It's not your microbiome that's at fault. So it's now that next question on your journey.
So testing the bacteria on their skin might have offered clues on the best way to tackle problems in the future. These tests, though, only suggest possible solutions, and they can be expensive. For Dr. Faisal Ali, though, there are simple, cheaper things you can do to tackle issues such as acne.
Some studies have shown that just by using a basic cleanser twice a day and a moisturizer, you can reduce the number of acne spots by between 20 and 30%. We think that skimmed milk specifically can make acne worse. Chips, pizzas, chocolate, sweets that push up your blood sugar very quickly. And we all know they're bad for us, but they also seem to be bad for our skin and our acne as well. Remember your GP or consultant dermatologist, they will be able to pinpoint what your diagnosis is relatively quickly and get you on the right treatment path sooner rather than later.
There's no question that acne or problem skin can really affect a person's self-confidence. So it's great to see all of this new research coming through that will hopefully lead to more ways a person can tackle the problem head on. And I guess the best advice is to be proactive, learning about your own unique skin, how to treat it, and to remember that you're not alone, with so many other people going through the exact same problem.
Watching that alongside us is Dr. Ranj. Morning, Dr. Ranj. What is the difference between acne and just the spot?
That's not a straightforward question, actually. The way to think about it is that spots are a symptom of acne, and acne is a condition. So basically, spots happen for lots of different reasons, of which acne is one of those causes. And as Riyadh pointed out in that film, acne develops when the glands in the skin become blocked and sometimes get infected as well.
A question from Myrowen here. She has acne and she asks, is there anything she should avoid eating? Or what about drinking too? Because skimmed milk was mentioned in that film.
Yeah, it's important to point out that there are no foods that actually cause acne, but if you already have it, some people find that certain foods can make it worse. Now, foods with a high glycemic index, that's foods that raise your blood sugar really quickly, such as processed foods, fast foods, foods that are generally high in sugar, can make acne worse. And the flip side of that is that foods that have a low glycemic index might lead to fewer pimples, so fruit, vegetables, beans, that sort of thing. You mentioned milk there specifically. This is an interesting one because for some people, milk can make their acne worse. And there is some evidence that skimmed milk might be more problematic because the process of making skimmed milk raises its glycemic index. And there's other reasons why milk may cause problems. For instance, the hormones that are present in it can contribute to making acne worse. But that's by no means a guarantee. And more importantly, if you're a yogurt and cheese fan, of which I am, that doesn't make acne worse.
Good to get that in there.
We heard there just how, frustrating and how much it can knock your confidence and how time-consuming it can be. How do you prevent getting acne?
Yeah, so if it hasn't already set in, the key ways to reduce the chances of it happening include not overstimulating the skin, so being very careful with how you wash, using a gentle wash, not scrubbing too hard, etc. Secondly, preventing your hair that's near your face from getting too oily, because we know that the more oily your hair is, the more likely it could block your pores. Thirdly, use non-comedogenic products. That's products that tend not to block your pores. Many cosmetic products tend to get tested these days so that they don't do that. And finally, this is probably quite key, change your bed sheets regularly. Your bed sheets store an untold amount of dead skin and oil, and if that's in contact with your skin for a long period of time, that could block your pores and contribute to acne. But generally speaking, Having a skincare regime that clears dirt and debris adequately without overstimulating it is a really good idea. And once acne has started to develop, if you do have it, then we have lots of specific treatments, including special washes that contain benzoyl peroxide, vitamin A-based products, as Riyadh said, in their antibiotics, and even the oral contraceptive pill for women can be effective as well.
The girls that we met in the film, it sounds like they've tried absolutely everything. They're literally on a journey to discover what's going on with their skin. What about natural remedies? What about something like toothpaste? OK, go on, toothpaste. Have I said toothpaste? Toothpaste.
I know.
Toothpaste or toothpaste, however you say it. Does that work if you... Yeah, exactly.
Does that work? Right, OK. The bottom line here is there's not a great deal of evidence that natural remedies work. There is some evidence that things like aloe vera, tea tree oil and zinc can help. Some websites say toothpaste can be used to treat acne, but the problem with that is toothpaste contains antibacterial substances. That's why it works on teeth and is so good, but it contains lots of stuff that really irritate the skin. It's not designed for skin. It's designed for your teeth, and it can damage your skin. So we have lots of other more effective products that you can get over the counter that are much better for your skin and more effective. Use those instead of toothpaste.
You do, though. People get desperate. Thank you, Dr. Rand. You can go and have a cheese and yoghurt sandwich, safe in the knowledge your skin will continue to glow. See you soon. It is amazing, though, isn't it, that what you eat has such an effect on your skin, on acne,